Black folks. She's getting a lot of backlash right now. She's getting called out right and left by almost everybody on the internet. Now, Oprah and Gayle, in my opinion, has done other things in the past that will warrant the exact same backlash they're getting right now. But for some reason, the backlash didn't come before, but it's coming today. Now, the backlash stems from this event Oprah was doing, and she brought up Whitney Houston, and she told a story about Whitney Houston that apparently was a story that has never been out before. It was a story that's been kept a secret for multiple decades, and they're wondering why Oprah chose to tell this story at this point in her life where Whitney Houston is no longer with us.
We did the whole, hey girl, how you doing, greeting thing, and then I stopped the cameras, and I went behind stage, and I said, so tell me, what do you want? What do you want to happen here? And I'm going to tell you what I want to happen here. And that was one of the most powerful interviews. And do you all know this is an amazing thing that happened? I had such trust from the Oprah Show audience that Whitney did, I think it was her last show with us, and she had gone back on drugs. The first interview I did with her when we'd gone behind stage and I asked her about her intention, she was clean. But the day she came to my show then to perform in front of the audience, she was not. And she fell off of the stage. And I knew that if that story got out that she'd fallen off of the stage, that she would be destroyed by that. And so even though the audience was there and the audience had cameras, I begged them not to put those pictures out, because it would ruin her life, and they did not.
And what about...
That would not happen today, I can tell you.
Yeah. What about...
Oh, so she fell and you decided not to broadcast it because it will hurt her. Because she's already passed away, let me actually go back and actually tell the people in terms of what happened and the happenings that is being happening. Like, I don't like this. I don't like this thing where people, when you have already passed away, suddenly they have stories to tell. If you have something to say about me, say it while I'm still alive. Say it while I'm still alive, so that if I have something to say, I can actually come back and actually let the audience know in terms of, okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And also, you can also come to me and actually ask me, or am I comfortable with you sharing this story? Like, Oprah is someone that has been getting exposed like over the years. Like, she has this whole narrative against people. I don't know in terms of who's behind her, but Oprah is determined to destroy people. Never go to Oprah or to Oprah Show if you have problems. At least back then, the Oprah Show was still there. At least now, we don't have that show. Because there's a lot of people, even a lot of celebrities who did say that, nah, man, Oprah is not a good person. She's not a good person. Like, you can't even let Whitney to actually rest in peace, you know? Man, like, that's not good.
That generation... Oh, they were pissed. They were pissed that Oprah told this story. And they took to social media to make it be known. I've never seen these many celebrities call out Oprah. Now, I'm a little younger, so I'm from a different generation. I don't really have that connection with Whitney Houston like that, to be honest. Right? I'll probably feel different if, let's say, she did this to Juice WRLD or XXXTentacion. But the only thing I do have is what I don't quite understand why people are pissed is Whitney Houston, being a drug addict was not a secret. I feel like the world knew she was a drug addict when she was alive, and how she passed away was seemingly...
No, a lot of people didn't know. Like, that's where I beg to differ. A lot of people didn't know. Back then, the internet was not as widespread as now. Like, there wasn't really a lot of news channels busy broadcasting that, this is what Whitney has done, this is what she's been doing in terms of drugs, what. A lot of things, like, even for myself, we actually found out when she has already passed away, in terms of the whole documentary about her life, from her upbringing all the way to the day that she passed away. That's when we actually found out that, no, this person is into drugs, she was doing drugs. A lot of people did not know, like, they did not know all these things, Like, for me, I don't care. Like, I don't have a celebrity that I can say I'm attached to. The thing that I care about is that I don't like this thing where people have passed away, now suddenly people have things to say about them. That, to me, that's wrong. Like, that one, I don't like it.
Case, I guess I don't understand why people are pissed off at Oprah telling this story, which just confirms Whitney Houston's drug use. But again, I can't tell offended people, not to be offended.
Yo, my guy Flaco, your lips are dry, man. Hey, your lips are dry. You need to apply something to those lips. You see what I'm doing? Please, my guy, just have one of these close by and just apply Nyana so that your lips can look nice.
And you have this connection to Whitney. You love Whitney Houston. You shouldn't be mad. I'm just saying I don't quite understand the level of anger because I think Oprah has done worse in her past. I think Oprah, we can have a long laundry list of things that Oprah have done that are very problematic, that are sell-out-ish, that has went against us a lot of times, and we should have given her this backlash before, but for some reason we're giving it to her right now. One of the first celebrities, and this is no surprise to anyone who called out Oprah for her Whitney comments, was actually Monique. See, Monique spoke on during his radio interview how her and Jesse Jackson had a conversation prior to his death. She would never talk about what they talked about after his death because it wasn't public before his death, and she felt like that would be unfair to the dead because they can't confirm what it.
Exactly what I'm saying. You can't confirm. Suddenly, because I've already passed away, suddenly you have things to say. Like, I come to you as a friend and I tell you my secrets and I tell you a lot of things. Then what you do as soon as I pass away, you decide to take it public. Man, I don't even know where people go in terms of the people who pass away. But if I'm somewhere, I'm gonna hunt you down, man. I will become a ghost and hunt you, cause man, this is unacceptable in my eyes.
At least on Oprah.
Before I let you go, what is one question you're surprised that nobody asked you?
That's a good one, baby. What's the one question you would like to ask me that no one has asked me?
That's an even better one. Now, how you gonna hit me back with
Because I don't know the questions. I don't know what you want an answer
Okay,
to.
what is a secret conversation you have had on the side with somebody in the industry that you have never told, but it will make an impact on the industry? It would shake a table.
Oh my goodness.
That's a good question.
Baby, if I tell you who I had the secret conversation with, it's gonna shake the table.
Yeah, you asked me. You asked me what I want. I would love to know.
Jesse Jackson.
Okay.
That's it.
And what
At shake the table.
Shake the
Because our brother's no longer with us.
Yeah.
And it would be unfair. So you gotta play fair. Because I will not speak of a person about any conversation, about any incidents, about anything that they cannot say yes or no to. Because when you do that, that becomes unfair to the baby. Because they don't have they can't say, well, yes, that happened or that didn't happen. But I'll just say, brother Jesse Jackson. And it wasn't a bad thing. It was just brother Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, Oprah actually recently talked about Whitney Houston in an interview. Oh, that's why you said, okay, well, there's that. She said that Whitney, kind of passed out and might have alluded to maybe.
Didn't Oprah fall on stage?
Wellness to me means all things in balance. And balance doesn't mean all things are equal or at peace at all times. Wrong shoes.
I don't know, I ain't seen it.
And we didn't see we didn't see how she tripped, nothing. She just went down. We saw that. We saw her. She was walking and bam. And everybody was like, well, she said the shoes. Okay. Well, what was wrong? So, and as we're laughing about it and making light of it, just for me, how do you speak about someone that can't defend it? That, just in my humble opinion, it takes it different. Because that woman can't say yes or no. And now you just want everybody to take your word because you're the great Oprah Winfrey. And you just take my word that that's what happened. That, I believe, is unfair.
I understand her point because there is a different lens on death in Western culture than it is in my culture. Like in my culture, death is treated like a graduation, and we probably have a different perception of death than Western culture. Like in my culture, death is like a permanent graduation. And by death, I mean like non-murders, right? Like non-killings. Like death from, let's say, drug use or natural deaths is treated like graduation where you are ascending to the afterlife. And it's treated more so of like a celebration opposed to Western culture where death is this grave and grim thing. So I definitely understand it. Now, in this particular instance, Oprah is saying, there was multiple witnesses. I'm sure probably somebody in the audience can come forward. But telling the story itself, I just don't see the purpose that story serves. Even towards the end of the Whitney story, it felt like the purpose of the intent of the story was to brag about how she has so much motion that she was able to get a group of people in a room to see something and never talk about it again and never post it, and no proof ever came out.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's all about showing power that no, I can keep people's secrets. I've kept this thing for so long and never even said anything. I don't even see the purpose of her busy saying it now. It doesn't make sense, but at the end of the day, it's Oprah. A lot of things that she does, it doesn't make sense. And yeah, I do agree with Monique in terms of what she's saying. The dead, they cannot come and actually say that this actually didn't happen. Because I mean, if you have passed away, I can say anything about you and no one's gonna come and say that didn't happen. Because I would say that this was a thing that actually happened between me and you and no one else was there. It's not even defamation because it can't be proven. Like, I can just say whatever that I want. Like, can we just let the dead rest in peace? Like, even if we're saying that we're celebrating their lives and the lives that we've lived, yes, we can celebrate the lives that they've lived because death is part of life. But at the same time, can we just let them rest in peace and stop busy telling stories now that they've passed away that hey, you know what, it's fine, you can tell things that are already known by the public, but things which are supposed to be a secret now because the person is no longer there, now suddenly you feel like let me go ahead and actually tell everybody this story. Nah, man,
that was the purpose of it, right? Because it didn't really extend past that or further than that, right? Is, hey, I have so much motion, I'm Oprah, a group of people witnessed something, they had their phones out, and I was able to get them not to take a picture or post it online or talk about it again, and never made the headlines or the tabloids. And if that was the goal you were trying to accomplish by telling that story, I just don't think you have emotion and your own ego should come before the legacy of somebody who's dead that you so-called loved.
Now, when she said that, I say, damn, Oprah must be her turn.
Yeah.
You know, and as a black person, every time something come out of somebody's mouth and they say things to take another black person down who's a legacy artist,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I feel like your turn have came where you have to do something in the public that's either humiliating or humiliating somebody else that got status, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what Oprah did, because if that happened on your show and you told the people on your show don't put that footage out, that means you cared enough about about Whitney Houston when she was alive. Yeah. Why wait till she died years later and bring that shit up? If you told other people don't put it out, what was the reason for you telling other people don't put it out then?
That was Hot Boy Turk. Now, Hot Boy Turk believes that Oprah is being sent off to do these things to black folks. I think there's other things we can point to.
For me, I don't know. Maybe she's not sent off. Maybe she just decided that she just wants to share this story. Like, I don't know if everybody has been paying attention for the whole Michelle Obama thing, where she's going through podcasts and actually telling people in terms of how Obama does things, how he behaves, whatever, what ticks him, whatever. She's been laying the laundry out, everything. So the only thing that I respect about her is that as much as she's busy talking about her husband, but she's talking about her husband while he's still alive. So he can actually come back and actually say that 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe he can also go to another podcast and someone can ask, okay, Obama, Michelle Obama said what? Can you tell us more or clarify? He can actually clarify because he's still alive, you know? Like this whole thing of talking about people while they're dead, man. I feel like Oprah, whatever that she did, it's not good, man. But you know, billionaires are never gonna think about us. And also in terms of the opinions, they don't care. You know, I don't even believe that Oprah will even come to YouTube and be busy watching reaction channels. So whatever that we are sharing here, it's not gonna matter in the long run. She's just gonna do whatever that she wants. Guys, I think that I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. I think you've already heard enough in terms of this whole Oprah situations, and honestly, I don't think anybody cared enough about Oprah, man. She's irrelevant right now. Her show ended many years ago, so yeah, man, it's fine. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out.